From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And again, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Honey Badger.
By the Honey Badger, Tyrann
Honey
Mathieu.
Badger.
He's at the 50.
Out.
The 30. Past the 20.
Honey Badger.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Honey Badger.
So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Give me that.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, right. I just started. Showing it butt.
For this next
Showing it
drive by the
butt.
Cowboys
Big
offense.
dogs out here showing the
Following
butt.
the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing
Get
that
it.
pick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Cooper was the target there.
Big dog.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Sony Bud, come on.
Sammy Watkins.
Come on, Sony
38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, you'll be all right, Shoney, but go lay down. You gotta get routine.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone.
Good night.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
That one complete to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. The 1st down carry by Elliott. Gets around him. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Kick it around. 6 field goal.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as a gain.
Oh, I didn't change it. Oh, this game should be over. I forgot to make this change. Put me Cole Hardman in.
Kansas City 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
That's good. All right.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
I don't fumble.
He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
I'm here all day. Hey, 57, 57.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one taken just inside the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Come on.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Check 53. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Second down, Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to... deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, check 24, 124. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there, okay?
Prescott yet again. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Forbath, the extra point, and that will get him one closer. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time.
Quick, man.